actually has impact on your block, so it's like uh you might not want to go into it if it's like attack speed or something because attack speed isn't extremely useful for like LeBlanc compared to like AP or mana. Okay, but yeah, same thing.
Yeah,
Just
okay, yeah, I'm still.
play your game whenever you have any questions or anything.
Oh,
Okay, that's fine. Just like ask if you had any questions or yeah, but in general, just
okay.
like if you can like talk out loud whatever you're thinking or if you're trying to make
Yeah,
a
yeah,
decision.
sure.
Okay. So what are your thoughts on taking the GPs here instead of like the Renekton?
I was just thinking, I don't know, I really wanted to go for a Supers comp, honestly. Like, I haven't played Reroll in ages. That was purely it. In terms of value, like, I know Renekton's probably better. And there's like a Blitzcrank too, but yeah, I was just thinking in terms of like a comp.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. From that's why I think taking the Renekton pair, especially since there's the Blitzcrank there, and
yeah,
then selling the Wukong for the Blitzcrank is probably a bit better.
yeah. Okay. Nah, I don't. I could take that, but I'm just down for like a carry one. Uh,
Yeah. Okay.
oh, I'm down. I'm down for this. I want to force AP.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's fine. Um. Um. I think you probably still want to play the Annie if you can.
And then just like sell.
I don't think you need the
What?
Kale for sure. Let's see. I mean, maybe you could play GP since it's GP pair. Okay, you're not making 10 here, so it's like, if anything, you might level, but maybe you could just like hold everything and then level next turn. I think you could hold the Talon, just because if you get like Talon too, it could pair with the Any.
Yeah.
Okay. We should probably hit some upgrades here. Oh, never mind. Okay.
I mean, I'm down for just Lee and Vi.
Okay. I think I'd also play the Lux.
Like
Uh,
over Draven.
yeah, I think so. And now we could also consider making some items.
Yeah, yeah.
I
I'm
think
down for
Warbucks is
warm ups.
fine.
Where's my belt? Yeah.
It's on the Wukong. Okay, nice.
Sure.
Alright, yeah. Okay. I think this is good for sure. Making use of the items. The board's like
Four,
okay.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I would just sell everything. Is that okay?
Uh, yeah, it's like fine. I think it's fine.
Oh, oh.
Oh well, okay.
I mean, is this even stronger though?
Uh, depends on the gadgeting item. Uh, it actually might be stronger, not to win, but this actually might help you kill more units than the Vi and the Lee.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Another thing is I probably would have checked the admin here, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you can
It was just
anymore.
awkward because I was like, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, this like increases your damage output. So even though Bai Li does look stronger, like here you killed two, whereas with
Not
Vi Li
better.
you might not have. So,
Yeah.
and that's like the more important thing. Okay, so what component are you looking to get here?
Sword or cloak.
Yeah, I think Cloak is definitely the highest priority. Okay. Yeah, Spark is just a huge like damage amp. Early game because of the shock, and then throughout the whole game because of the MR shred.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good priority to, and also you already have Warmogs on your Annie, so she'll be able to use it for a really long time. Okay, this is really good.
Oh, it's actually saying.
Mhm. This guy has 3 underground Samira. It's interesting.
Oh, what? Yeah. Didn't even notice this mirror. Holy crap. Oh, I hate this Lux unit.
Okay.
Actually, it's a bit of damage, but
Okay. Alright.
do you just stay 4 here for Econ? Like, is it even worth
I
leveling?
think you do now. I was about to ask about that. Like, what are your thoughts on staying level 4 versus leveling on last turn? I think now that you already lost here, it's like fine to just like sell Camille, make 30.
Yeah.
Uh,
I just didn't think that the board would have been like that much stronger, so I didn't really.
okay. I mean, I think it probably would have been because you could have added Lee Sin. It would have added like Heart and
Yeah.
a second frontliner for your Annie, also someone to shield the Annie. And also your board's pretty strong. Like I think actually you could have potentially won last round, and you could have had a 2-win streak going into Prugs here.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. Lux did well on this one. Okay.
Is this worth holding just for the level 6?
Yeah. I mean, if you get 3 gold somewhere here, then you could consider selling it. Okay, never mind. There's just nothing in that Krug. Uh, but yeah, this is like a free level 6 unit who's also pretty strong.
I'm not even gonna hold these short shots because I just like, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, you're like in too deep to pivot to AD here. I think this is fine. Okay.
I don't want
All
any
right.
of these.
Uh, yeah, I think rolling here is actually fine.
Oh,
Oh
I
wow.
mean, yeah.
All right, that is pretty
It's
good.
always just that, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you ever consider anything else though? Like if you like
N
weren't forcing AP?
no. Not
Oh,
from. I mean, not from the spot. There's no way.
yeah.
Uh, in other spots maybe, but um. Okay. I actually think rolling here is okay. Buy the Fiora first. Okay, never mind. Alistar. Okay. Maybe you can stop here. So, the reason I said that though is we basically have any pair, and we're also three
Yeah.
Spellslinger.
Yeah.
So, we could pretty easily just get four in. Hopefully. Oh, I wouldn't sell the Lulu pair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
You'd rather
oh,
sell the Alistair?
what?
Would you rather sell the Alistair?
Yeah, I'd rather sell
Yeah.
Alistar in that spot.
Yeah.
Honestly though, I'd probably play like Alistar over the Sedge, and then sell the thing.
Oh, really? Okay.
I mean, yeah, just because it helps out your Annie a lot, who's
Yeah.
like has all your items.
What? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. All
So do you like because we got any pair? Do you still roll or
right. I think you probably can. Okay, this guy has a board. 5 Gadgetian, Raider Spoils, Poppy 3. Okay. Um, but yeah. I think rolling here is still fine, like for the same reason as it was on 3-2.
yeah?
Now that it's already 3-3 and it's gonna be 3-5, like you could consider just like sitting for the rest of the stage potentially.
Yeah.
But I think on 3-2 there was a lot of value to roll.
Yeah. I'm just down for tier here for Trojan.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, let's go.
Okay. I think just taking the Glove Samira. Yeah, okay. It denies the Samira with glove. And
I
also,
was also considering the LeBlanc for like 4 spell with bow, like GS.
that could be okay, but you probably want to make like Shojin. Um, this glove could be like TG or like JG Guardbreaker. And I think just taking the Samira with glove is like okay. Because there were a couple of AD players. Okay. Um,
Like just because I might want like guard breaker, like to slam this.
yeah, no, I'd probably just hold the items on bench.
Yeah.
Okay, so from here we're probably just going to roll on port one,
Yeah.
and then yeah, from there we can make a board. There's a chance that in this spot, Sedge would be stronger than the Alistar. The only reason why I picked Alistar earlier over Sedge is because we do want Alistar more long term compared to the Sedge.
Yeah.
But now that neither Alistar or Sedge like changes our econ, uh, it might be Setchier.
Yeah.
But I think it's like kind of close just because you kind of want to play around your Annie, and Oxforce helps her out. Okay. All right. So we're probably leveling on 4-1. I think it's a good time to start like thinking about who you want to be playing, who you're looking for, and everything.
Yeah.
And then like how much you want to roll here.
Oh, 1 out of 3, and I got it wrong. He's bad.
Okay, that's not bad. Um, I think the Yumi pair could be okay to hold. Our board on for one will probably be like 4 Spellslinger and then a couple of random units.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, all right, this looks good.
Less.
Oh,
Oh,
all right, nice. Okay. I think I'd
yeah, just
play Yumi over Lee. And also I think you could keep rolling a little bit more just till you get like any two potentially. Okay, this is.
oh, I should have got. Wait. I had one in the orb. Oh. Oh. Okay.
Oh
Well.
wait, you have any two in the orb. Yeah, I forgot. Okay.
Yeah. I forgot.
I think just
Okay, so
make put
I'm
the war
set.
mugs. Yeah, yeah. Okay, you got it. You got it. Yep. All right. Perfect. All right. Not bad.
Yeah. So we just sell like.
I think I'd sell the Sedge pair for sure.
Oh,
Uh,
nice.
okay. You could potentially play like Lee over something. Maybe like Zoe, honestly. We'll see. Uh actually, okay, we'll check augment first. Also we should check the admin when we can.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you thinking here?
I mean, honestly, I'm kind of down for ancient archives because there's a lot that we can hit. I feel like thanks to.
Um yeah, I think that's
Wait,
actually fine. Ancient archives, I think they're actually all kind of decent.
I'm
Okay.
down.
Yep. Yeah, there's actually a decent amount of stuff you could hit here.
Two.
Okay. All
You
right.
open it now, right?
Yeah, I would. Just to get like some direction. Okay.
Oh.
What are your
Um.
thoughts?
Well, since we're playing probably Star Guardian.
Yeah, yeah, I would take Star Guardian. Nice. Okay. Um,
I just put it on her for now and just like
yeah,
change it to
sure.
Echo or something. Like.
Yeah, okay. Uh,
Uh.
and I take
And if we're
the
playing Spell Slinger, we never play this.
yeah, probably not. And I'd also take the Neelan shop.
Oh, buy it.
Yeah, because you could potentially play this for the fifth one. Um, okay, hold on. Let's see our board. We might have to get stronger here. Still. Okay. Okay. All right. Maybe we could just be okay with leveling on 4-5. I think rolling here potentially could have been better just to try to stabilize our board a little more, but hopefully this is fine enough, I guess.
I want to sell this because it's just Echo. Like,
Yeah, it's probably Echo, but yeah, okay. Yeah. It's probably Alistar over that anyway, also.
because we haven't rolled that much. So yeah, can we just like level at 4-5 and just roll it down for like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
3-2?
I mean, that's what we're pretty much angling towards
Yeah.
now. I think we could have potentially rolled like a lot harder, but now that we're in the spot, it's probably
Um, like I mean, I don't want to take that.
yeah.
Just like Syndra, I'm down. Like
Oh,
H-Path
okay.
Syndra. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I guess Sintra's fine. I was actually thinking JG, just to finish our Talia items, but
Yeah, yeah, I wanted it, but it was only because it was on the one cost. I was like,
uh, yeah, I guess, but it's probably worth the amount of gold you're losing.
yeah.
But okay. You could potentially play 7 Star Guardian over probably the Zoe or the Lulu probably actually. Okay. Okay.
Oh.
All right. I mean, this could be okay though. Maybe Syndra can throw in a bunch of units. Is there a way to play like Alistar? Maybe it's just Alistar over like Zoe.
Okay. Ali over Zoe, did you say?
Yeah, this looks like it's probably stronger.
So Shell Guardian Echo.
Yeah, I think so. Uh,
Well, I mean, I guess it has to be Alistair.
yeah, I guess.
Or
It could be any, but maybe you get another any item. Okay. Alright, now we have Talia too. Maybe she can do something.
okay, honestly, is like 6 spell better than 7 Star Guardian?
Yeah, yeah, I think it is.
Do I?
Um, I mean, you definitely want to keep the Syndra. If anything, it'd probably be over Yumi.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah. I don't think we had the Sona at any point, so it was like fine for now, but
JG Trust. Oh.
okay. I think Hodge is fine. And then Hodge TG, so I think you take Glove here. Okay. You could take the Janna maybe. Okay, yeah, that's good. And I think
Uh.
LeBlanc over the Sona actually might be better, even though you drop heart. Okay.
Okay.
And yeah, probably just TG and then Hodge. Okay, hopefully this is enough. We'll see. All right. Yeah, I mean this board actually looks really strong.
And then when I get any two, just sell any and put the items on the Echo,
Yeah.
or is it worth doing it now?
I don't think it's worth doing it now. I think you need
Yeah, okay.
any two for it to be worth.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But we are pretty low, so you could probably roll for it. This is a really strong board now, though. Okay. Uh, okay. I think in that spot we could have looked to bought the by the fiddle, just because he's really a really good unit to throw in.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Um,
true, 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 true. Yeah, Syndra. What? Did I just on a set? What? Oh my god. Okay,
yeah.
fine.
It's okay. That's not too bad. I mean, Tilly just kind of struggles in these matchups a little bit, just because uh, really tanky.
I think you can.
But oh,
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 yeah.
if it,
Okay,
okay, that was close.
fine. Side diff.
All right. It's okay. We got fifth. I actually think there's decent amount
Yeah.
to talk about though. Okay. Okay. All right. So what are your thoughts like from that game?
Uh, I don't know. I think it's like my second ever Talia game or something.
Oh, really?
As like primary carry. Like yeah, yeah. I haven't played that many, so I was like a bit
Oh, I
dizzy.
thought.
Last,
Okay.
no, third. Yeah, not many.
Wait, did you say you've been like playing AP more or?
Yeah, yeah. But I've been playing like LeBlanc and like
Oh,
Gadgeteer
okay,
and stuff.
okay.
I haven't actually been playing much Talia. Yeah.
All right. All right. I could take a look at the game. You can see my screen, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, just from the start, I think holding these like brawler pairs, these frontline pairs, is really valuable just because it's really easy to play around frontline and then match like whatever backline you want after. Especially
Yeah.
because we also have Warmogs here. So Warmogs on brawlers, like if we get a 2-star Renekton, we get Warmogs, and then we
Yeah.
have like any other kinds of units behind it. That's like instantly a 5 streak angle or at least a very very strong board. So I think this is a pretty big miss. And yeah, okay. This is probably fine though. And now we get the hero augments. Rate of Anger is good, but not from our current spot, I guess, because we don't have any Renekton's here.
Yeah.
But so we kind of just want to play around what we have like on our current board. So if we take a look at our current board,
If we picked up those two Renekton's, would you always take that Renekton carry augment?
oh yeah, for sure, it's like
Oh,
very
okay.
very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
Okay,
okay. Yeah.
but let's take a look real quick at what we do have anyway. Oh my god, are you too fast? Oh my, I just want to take a look at your board. Okay, here we go. Hold on, I'm gonna get it. Oh, okay, here. All right. So this is our board right now. We have Warmogs and an open rod. We have two GPs. We have Lee Sin. So we're just kind of trying to find something that works well with our current units and then also our items. We could probably just slam our Warmogs and then play around the rod. That looks like the most likely here. Um, so I'm not a big fan of any of these. I think here, we could have potentially. I think this augment right here, bigger, better buckler, is like one of those augments that you could kind of just take from any spot.
Yeah.
Because one, you can re-roll the Poppy if you want, or you could just not, and you could just play Poppy as your frontliner with plus 200 armor, pretty much. And then from there you could play literally anything. Uh, I think this is a good, pretty okay option, but you do have no Poppies. You do have the Wukong pair though, so it is something to think about. I don't think Poppy would have been too bad. These are both also good augments, but no Gallios, no Anima Squad makes both of these kind of awkward to take here. So I think rolling here is fine. And then we get Burning Spirits, and we have like we have Warmogs and yeah, sure. I mean Burning Spirit's fine. So what are your thoughts on like the board here? Because it looked like you were going to not play the Any at all.
Yeah. I don't know. I was just thinking of like synergies because I didn't have like gadgetine or spell slinger, so I was like, oh, just get like Drea and backline and like duelist or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean you don't really have that great of a board to play anyway. So
Yeah.
it wouldn't have been that different, I think, but I just think the Annie might have been a bit stronger, like maybe like Annie, Talon, Lulu, or something like that. Uh, could potentially be your strongest board. Uh, but there's actually a chance it could also be this. Just to get just to kill some units, because again, like we don't have a very strong board, so it's just like we're trying to just kill as many units as possible. Uh, okay. Oh, we end up winning anyway, though. We just hold the units. Okay, and then here, I think getting like the spell slingers in is like fine. All right. Uh, and then here, okay, one we should check admin just to see
Yeah.
if we can play around it or not. I don't think we checked admin for the whole game, which
Yeah.
is a problem because if it is a very strong admin, like what's it called? On combat start gain AP or combat start I guess that one mostly. Well, like let's say it's like an admin similar to that. We could fit that into like a lot of boards, or we could even potentially play around like LeBlanc or admins if we get something. So just like getting in the habit of checking admin, just to keep your options open or be more aware of what your options are. Yeah, just like checking admin really quickly, and then you can take it out without playing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
I think
yeah.
yeah. Sorry. Yeah. I think I like I thought about it because I saw them in shop, but just because I was like focused on like forcing to Leo only because like I tried admin last game. I think that's kind of the reason why I didn't want to check as well.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
you just want to play like whatever the best board you can is. Like if it happens
Yeah.
to be admin, then you just play admin.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the very least, just checking.
Yeah.
And then here also, like Vi Lee looks stronger if over the Gadgettine, but if our like objective is to just kill as many units as possible, then this board helps that out a little bit more. Like Lou's pretty good at killing units. You get like a Gadgettine item, and I don't know if this Vi Lee are killing anything. Okay, and then here for items, I think you always want to try to prioritize the spark as early as possible. I think you said
Yeah.
you were thinking about potentially like sword.
Gun. Yeah. For gunblade. Yeah. I didn't realize Spark was the priority.
Yeah, spark is a
Yeah.
pretty big priority.
Yeah.
Oh, also here, what's your like thoughts on like leveling versus not on the spot? Oh yeah, I think you talked about like you said it wouldn't make that much
Oh,
of a
I did.
difference.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I
Um
don't know. I was just thinking like maybe the econ was a bit better. Um.
Yeah,
against
I
this
mean
player.
you are on like a bit of a lost streak, but I just think your board just got so much better in this turn compared to last turn because now you have Lux 2. Now you have Warmog Spark, which is like god tier items. On an Annie, you have a good augment. If you play this Lee, like you did Scout, but if you play this Lee Sin here, and also I think you should clump your carries, like kind of put them all in the same spot so that like we're all focusing the same unit. If
Yeah.
we did that and then played the Lee, I'd say that this board beats like almost every board or most boards, most stage 2 boards at least, or at least kills most units on stage 2 boards. So I think like that in itself is like a lot more important than the econ, and also gets you to level 5, which gets you some better shops. But yeah, like even in this fight, I'm pretty sure this is actually like a Lee Sin diff. Like I feel like if you had Lee Sin, you could actually potentially just win this fight.
Yeah.
But now that we're here, we're on 3 loss, and we're on 3 loss where we're at 28 out of 30. It's like if we level now, it's like off interval. We might as well just like sack for one more turn. Okay. Holding the sedge for our level 6, which is good. Okay.
So once you, oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So like once you spam Spark and have the any augment, you just commit to AP like no matter what. You
Yeah.
have to like,
Yeah, pretty
like
much
even
no
if you get
matter
like a
what.
7-2. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Honestly, you could get offered Samira here and still just ignore it. Cause like you're just in too deep. Like you have any augments, you have Spark, you have Warmogs, you have Lux 2, you have like some Gadgetines. Like you're in so deep into like the AP line, and it's not even bad. Like playing Burning Spirit into like Talia or Burning Spirit into whatever,
yeah,
is not even bad. So it's like going from like you're already on a good path, you'd actually have to do like a huge 180 to even try to play like AD from here. And then it's just gonna be suboptimal because you don't have good items to play it, and then you also don't have a good augment to play it. So I wouldn't even like think about it. Okay. So yeah. And then augments. Yeah, I'm pretty sure none of these are very good. So I think rolling was correct. And then Spellslinger. I think you mentioned like, would any of these be like even an option from the spot? And I don't really think so. I'm pretty sure first aid kit in this comp is not very good. Um, rich get richer. Maybe if your board was like super stable and you wanted to go fast 8 or something, you could be really greedy and take rich get richer. Or if you had like gunblade or something, maybe first aid to like help heal your front line. Um, that's just like options, but it's like once the spellslinger crest is here, it's just always this like this helps you get to 6 spell, it helps you get to 4 earlier. It could be a huge spike.
yeah.
And then here, after we take this, okay, after you take this, I would just like think about leveling and rolling immediately, just because it's so easy to get stronger. So like, we have a 2 item Annie. If we could get this to Annie too, this Annie will just like be like 10 times stronger. Also we're 3 spellslinger. Also we have a lot of 1 stars. So it's actually just very easy to spike, and it usually is when you play AP. Just to spike on levels 6 and 7, because there's a lot of things you could roll for. You could roll for Annie 2. You have the Zoe. You could roll for like Zoe or Jinx 2 even. You could get LeBlanc in. You could get Lulu 2. potentially Lee 2, and then obviously the Annie 2. Like there's just a lot of stuff that you could go for. A lot of different variations, and just rolling until you get some upgrades. So like Annie 2, and then like maybe one or two more upgrades at level 6 will make you like very, very stable, and will like pretty much set you up for the rest of stage 3 until stage 4.
Yeah.
So I think being a little bit more aggressive in the spot, just because there's so many things that you could hit, would be a bit better.
So you'd level like 6, and then like what, like roll down to 20, 10? Is there like a limit to like
Uh, I
like
mean, you
top?
probably want to go. You never really want to go below like 10.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I think around like it's hard to say though, because like sometimes maybe you will. But
I was just thinking like worst case if you don't hit like,
yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
obviously you can stop once you like
Yeah, yeah,
hit.
yeah. Usually you do want some kind of stopping point so that you're not just like putting the whole game on the line.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, so I'd say I mean, in general, you actually don't really want to go below like 20, especially on stage 3. But
Yeah.
I think in this spot where it's like going below 20 can be the difference between like two upgrades. So I think it's probably worth it here. Yeah, I guess that's a general thing. It's like you don't really want to go below 20 on like stage 3, but I think in this case, if you have to, then it would be worth it still.
Yeah.
Okay, so we get the L-Star, sure. And we get the Lulu pair. I think that's just a bit unfortunate because we ran out of time, but I think you could have rolled at least a couple more times.
Yeah.
Um, and also I think selling this Lulu pair is not very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So here is where I'd say like playing the Alistar over the Sejuani might be a bit better. Sejuani in the short term, like right now, especially since we have NE1, might be better than this Alistar. But the thing is it's like if we were trying to make 30, we would probably have to sell one of these two. So we want to keep the Alistar long term because it pairs well with Annie, pairs well with Echo, and we want to get Alistar 2 as fast as possible. So that's why I'd say Alistar over Sedge and then sell the Sedge is better in this spot. Um, oh, but we won anyway. Okay, cool. And then here, I think it's fine to roll still because it's like we still have like unfinished business with rolling. We didn't really
Hmm.
hit anything, I guess. We didn't really hit anything besides like Alistar. Oh, I thought we rolled here. Okay. But we didn't roll. Um, okay, yeah. I guess, and then I think I remember talking about now, it's like, now that we didn't roll on 3-2 or 3-3, if we roll now, we're only getting value for these next two turns. Uh, and at that point, we probably just want to like go level 7 and roll on 7 instead, because at least on level 6, you have pretty good odds for 2 and 3 costs. But at level 7, you have like the opportunity to hit like the Talias and Sorakas and whatever.
Yeah.
It's Talia Soraka Echo. So, because there's only like two more turns left in the stage, we might as well just sack until 4-1 and then roll our gold on 7. Okay.
Yeah, I could just see like how much HP I lost from like not rolling on
Yeah.
3-2.
It's like yeah, a lot of HP from like reading a bit on stage like late stage 2 and then on like stage 3. I mean sometimes you are gonna lose a lot of HP and it's just like unfortunate, but um if you're in a spot where it's actually very very easy to get stronger, then it's almost always worth it to roll because for like a cheap price you could actually win fights or lose by a lot less. And if we look at this spot right here, we basically have anti-pair, which makes us much stronger. And then even stuff like one of these things upgraded or Force Spellslinger would also be a big boost. Okay. All right, so we gotta take a look at the roll down here. We have guard breaker. Level here is good. Oh, we have Shojin. And now we just want to roll for. I even forgot too about the any orb, but that's pretty much any two. We pretty much want to just roll um for like a 4 spellslinger board probably, and then just like a couple of upgrades. If we see like Talia, Echo, and stuff like that, then we pick it up. Um, and then this, and then I think it's Yumi over Lee. And then after that, you pick up the orb. And I'm pretty sure, so this is your board, and this is the board that you could like run with, which is fine. But I think you keep rolling here, and I think you do like one more time. Just because like still your a lot of your board is 1 star. It's like this Annie 2, which we could get from the orb, which we figure out a bit later, would be huge, and then potentially hitting like Alistar 2 would also be a big spike. Also the Yumi is good. Okay. Oh, we have Talia Perry here even. Oh, we get our item zone, which is good. And then here. So I actually think all of these options are not bad. I guess for Forge, you mostly are just looking for Mana Zane, I guess. So that makes it not as good compared to other options. Um, so I think Forge is definitely like the riskiest one. It's mostly only worth if you get Mana Zane, so this one's like not that great.
Yeah.
Second Wind is like very safe. And then you brought up the point about ancient archives. And I think I agree. So it's like I think the ranking of like what you would go for here is probably like Spellslinger first, and then Star Guardian, and then after maybe Gadgeteen or Prankster. Um, I'm not 100% sure how good Gadgeteen is. It's probably fine actually. Gadgeteen, Talia, and then you play 5 Gadgeteen, but it might just be
In
safer
terms,
to play Prankster. Yeah.
yeah, in terms of Spellslinger comp as well, like if you get 2 Spellslinger comps, is it always 8 Spellslinger or is like
Oh yeah.
Aegis Prankster? Like
Uh,
okay, yeah,
if you can, it's always 8. Just because 8
yeah,
is like such a crazy it's a huge spike, and then
yeah,
also yeah, I mean it just spikes up like your whole board really hard, and also I'm pretty sure 8 Spellslinger has like an additional effect. I don't remember what it is. It's like
yeah.
you throw a second orb or something like that. Let me check real quick. 8 Spellslinger. No, your Spellslinger orb damage gets multiplied by 1.5 or 150%. So yeah. If you can, like, once you hit the Janna and you have all the other Spellslingers, it's like pretty much always 8s.
Yeah,
But it's a little more tricky with 4 and 6. I think you usually want to aim for 6 because 6 is like also a big spike, but yeah.
yeah,
It can
yeah.
be hard to fit everything. But yeah, okay, so this is fine. I pop it immediately just to get like a bit more direction on which way we're going. Here we get the Star Guardian or the Gadgetean. I could see Gadgetean potentially being playable. It's just the thing is, if we're running Gadgetean, we probably want to run 5. And running
Mhm.
5 without Nunu means we had to run like Lulu Poppy, which is kind of uncomfortable. And that means
Yeah,
we are also fitting in less Spellslingers, and we're also fitting in less Star Guardian, which is what Talia wants.
yeah,
So I'm like fine with taking Star Guardian. Maybe someone who's like very, very what's the word, experienced with AP can see this working a little bit better, but I think Star Guardian is like straightforward and also pretty strong.
yeah,
Okay. And then from here, I think our ideal board is probably just 5 Spellslinger and then like 6 Star Guardian. Or no, 5 Star Guardian, 6 Spellslinger, which is what we get to eventually. But it's just like we kind of take a while to get there.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. So I think actually just rolling more on 7 would have been fine. Just because we can hit a lot of stuff still. We could hit like Alistar 2, maybe hit like LeBlanc 2, uh and stuff like that. Maybe an Echo. And yeah, I think going 8 here, like we wanna eventually go 8, but we just like end up sacking like a lot of HP
Hmm.
and we're not very healthy to begin with, which makes it a little bit awkward. Yeah. I think you were thinking about selling the Lily. I was also like kind of thinking about it. I wasn't sure if there was like a way to play it, but yeah, it was probably just sell. Um okay. Yeah, but now that we're in this deep again, we probably just sack one more turn and then send it next turn. You have any like questions or comments at the moment, or no?
No, not really. Like looking at it, yeah, I definitely should have rolled. Like
Mm.
it's yeah,
Okay.
feels bad.
Uh,
And here I definitely agree. Like I definitely should have taken the JG because that
mhm.
probably cost me the loss at the end.
Yeah, it would have been like a lot of damage, and I think what did we ended up going with Hodge. Hodge is like fine,
Yeah,
but yeah, just getting the JG paired with Guardbreaker. Yeah, I mean at this point, like I think the gold value always like has some effect. I think it has the most effect on stage 2
yeah,
because of like compounding econ and stuff like that. Where like 1 gold or 2 extra gold in the short term can be a lot more than that in the long term. But then as you get to like stage 4 especially and then like stage 5 and onward, just getting like what you want is like more important because the item values can the item value and then also just like getting the component that you want immediately is usually worth more than the gold difference.
yeah,
Okay, so now we just want to level and try to salvage this board. So it's like usually you don't want to be in the spot where it's like you lose a lot and then you're forced to like kind of win out. But we're pretty much in that spot where it's like we're really low in HP, so we need to kind of spike now because that's our only chance at top fouring is if we pretty much win every round from now because we're kind of like 2 lives. Oh, we actually do miss Syndra. Okay.
yeah,
I actually didn't notice that. Or not the Syndra, the Sona. Um, I mean, yeah, we definitely should have bought it. I mean I didn't see it on the live either, but getting to like 6 Spellslinger here would definitely be nice. It's kind of awkward even in this spot because everything would be 1-starred, but yeah. Okay. So from this roll down, if we look at it again, let's see. It just have to be a bit like quicker.
yeah,
Um, okay. Yeah, I mean just having like a bit of a clear idea of like what you wanted to play and not play could have helped. Also, I mean, I guess this is like whatever, but it's like, what are your thoughts on like, you have like the keybinds, right?
Oh yeah, but I haven't been using them.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, yeah, I
yeah,
feel like even that could have been a difference because you're like click rolling, so that takes like a bit of extra time and like having Talia 2 on this round and not having Talia 2 was actually just like a 1 or 2 second difference. Just because you hit it like as you were traveling, I think. Let's see. Yeah. So it's like if we were like rolling with keybinds here, this actually could have been the difference between having Talia 2 and not on this round.
yeah, I'll practice it.
Yeah. Okay. Um uh it could have been the difference. But yeah, now we're still kind of rolling for everything. Right. Yeah. I mean, we're just in like a tough spot where it's like a lot of very small things that we could have done led to
Mm.
like these like really I think like a lot of these fights on here and like even on earlier stages, I think for like the whole game honestly, like it's just very like small losses, but that could have been made up by like very small details like leveling on stage 2, rolling more on stage 3, being a bit quicker on stage 4, just stuff like that. I think are all like very small differences that actually could have led to a lot more wins on these stages.
Yeah,
Okay. But here we don't get the JG unfortunately, but at least we get like Hodge JG, which is okay. We get Janna. What was the weather? Oh, it was yeah, windy. Okay. Okay. I mean, okay. So now we actually have like the board that we were kind of looking for. Um, I think this is like kind of the board that we were kind of going for from 4-5.
yeah,
But now that we do have it, all we need is some upgrades and then also some units for Syndra to throw. And we could still potentially find a way to top 4 in this game. Okay, I think you should buy like pretty much when you're playing like Talia, I think a lot of the strongest units that you can throw in are the threats. So like
hmm
Fiddle, Zac, Urgot, and like I guess sometimes Cho'Gath and Remus. Um, Mostly just like Fiddle, Urgot, Zac are like really really strong. Uh, yeah, you should be like looking for those on your roll downs while you're also looking for like Alistar 2 and all that stuff.
yeah,
Just as
yeah.
like units to throw in.
Should I have also kept the TG Syndra, or should I have moved TG over to like any, or is that just a grief because I have Syndra paired? So
Uh, hmm. I don't know if that's like that much stronger. I think yeah, I think it's fine to just leave it on Syndra, especially since it's Syndra
yeah,
pair. And then if Syndra rolls like a mana item, that could be a huge difference. This is just a hard matchup in general. Talia likes to like one-shot things, but then this board is just so tanky. And then even then, this guy's level 8, fully prepped, 3-item Draven, and I think we lose by like
it's close.
yeah, we
Yeah,
lose by like the
like one.
difference
I think
of
like one auto attack as well.
yeah, like I think if this wall goes off, then we actually win this fight. I imagine that like especially if we got like a few more upgrades, like if we have like Alistar 2 and then like LeBlanc 2 in this exact same spot, like we probably beat like everybody, honestly. I maybe. I'm not sure if I think if we have like Alistar 2 like LeBlanc 2 in this exact same spot, then we probably are like I'd guess that we'd be like the strongest in the lobby. That's not to say that like we just like win out or anything, because they could get stronger, or you could have like
Yeah.
one bad fight where you lose. But like the board that you ended up getting to is actually really, really strong and looks really good. It just it took like too long to get to, and also we like let out a bit too much HP on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay. I think the end result was fine, but it just like took a while to get there. Okay, so going back into like a quick recap. Um, okay, so 2-1 was our hero augment. I think even before that, we could start like prioritizing like the frontline pairs and everything. Um, and also the I don't know, it's just like a lot of small things. So I think you could have made your board a lot stronger by leveling and playing Lily here. Uh, doing like the small things like checking admin. A lot of the small things that also add up, like checking admin. Um, on roll downs, like if you want to like click roll or whatever, you could do whatever you want. But it's like if you're trying to do like these fast roll downs, especially on like 4-5,
Mhm.
um, rolling with a keybind uh actually makes a difference, and then it made a really obvious difference because the Talia that was your Talia 2 ended up being on the bench because we were like a second too slow.
Yeah. Do most people use the standard keybinds like D&E, or is like I know it's like individual preference, but is there like
For like
do
leveling
most
and
people
stuff,
change?
I just use like DNF, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that's like something. I think it's just like making your board, like if you can make your board stronger for cheap, you should almost always look into that. So it's like this Lee makes your board a lot stronger for 4 gold. That's a big thing. And then also on 3-2, uh, I don't know if you were going to roll, or it didn't look like you were going to roll, so I tried to push you into rolling. But it's like getting to 4 Spellslinger, getting Andy 2, and or also getting any kind of upgrade wouldn't
Yeah.
have been that expensive here, but it could make your board a lot stronger. And then same. Oh, I think we rolled on 4-1, but we just need to roll a bit more.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I think this was more of a time thing. Like we just needed to do this a little bit quicker, but that comes with practice with the comp and knowing what to buy and everything.
Yeah.
You said you don't really play Talia?
No, no. I'm just like forcing. Yeah. But probably gonna be forcing to Leo like for the next like couple of games. Just
Yeah. Yeah. Getting some.
set.
She's like the best like default AP board, I think. Just like a board that you can hit in a good chunk of your games.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, it's like a lot of these like really small losses. Like if we do like a very small cleanups in like each of these stages, this is like probably a guaranteed top four. Just from like, cause like these like losses happen like all game where it's just like literally like one small thing or like one more upgrade. Uh, could it just be the difference between these wins?
Yeah.
Okay, yep, that's good. Okay, yeah. I missed it too, but yeah, I think holding like the Sona and everything just to get to 6 Spellslinger would have been good. Um, like 7 Star Guardian's like okay, but we probably don't want to hold all these units right now or be playing all of them.
Yeah.
And yeah, okay. And then we end up getting the board. Yeah, so from here we probably just want to like going forward in your games, like you just want a little bit more like practice and experience with like these comps. Uh if you can if you're trying to like climb more, then getting experienced with like a few comps. So if you're trying to play AP, getting really good at Talia, and then in the certain spots getting good at playing admin and gadgetian and stuff like that. If you could play around like those kinds of lines and then also be able to play some of the reroll stuff like Lulu reroll if you get like the augmented stuff or Lux. If you
Yeah,
can get really good at those kinds of things and then just get really efficient with it to the point where you don't have to be thinking as hard on your roll downs on what's better than what, then that's gonna be what leads to climbing. That's gonna be what frees up your mind a little bit more because I don't think we were like scouting very much at all in this game, but
yeah,
like that's not like a you specific thing. That's just like what happens when you're kind of a little more confused and a little more new to a comp because you're busy
yeah,
thinking about your board. You can't be thinking about everyone else's board, but then it's like, let's say this is your fifth time playing this comp. Now you're more familiar. Now you're quicker on your roll downs. Now you have an extra 5 to 10 seconds at the end of a round because you're already done rolling. Now you could scout. Now you could position. You can put your items down a little bit more efficiently, and like those like very small things, and like all of these like really small, really close losses turn into wins, and then that's what's gonna lead to you winning these games, getting like a top two instead of a fifth, and climbing a lot more.
yeah. Noted.
Okay. And yeah, I think that's most of it. The other thing is just like the item component thing. Um, but yeah, I think that's mostly it for the game.
Yeah,
Do you
sweet.
have anything else you want to look at from there
Nah,
or talk about?
no,
Oh,
nah. I think I'm pretty
okay.
well covered. I'll just jump into some more games and
Okay. All
put it all into practice. Yeah.
all right. That sounds good.
All right. Thanks for your time today.
All right. No problem.
Appreciate
Good
the
luck in your
session.
games. Yep. No problem.
Thank you. Catch you next time.
Yep. See you.